I use Facebook ads to put in $100 and take out $969 on repeat. Hello, everyone. I am super excited to be talking about how I use Facebook ads to put in $100 and take out $969 on repeat all day, every day, not all day, every day, but when I'm running ads. And this will be one of those webinars where I will take you behind the scenes, share with you all the numbers, share with you my Facebook ads dashboard, so you can actually get to watch it and then use that system, use that strategy for your own business, because that is what it's all about. Now, first of all, sincere apologies for all the timing mess up. I had no idea that I put a different time in the calendar invite and a different time when I send the reminders. Please accept my apologies. This launch has really brought me to my knees. I wanted a big launch and universe was like, you know what? Big launch means big problems. So apparently I'm being tested at every corner with mess ups and wrong links and wrong timings, and I'm really sorry. The reason I decided to go ahead with this at this time, even though the time in the calendar was 2 p.m. EST, the reason I decided to go ahead with this time was because I had sent out emails to everyone saying we're starting now. So please accept my apologies if you missed it live because of one of the mess ups. I take full sole responsibility for the mess up, and I'm sincerely sorry. If you're here and you see me and you hear me, please let me know in the comments so we can continue this. I want to keep it under 1 hour, but I have a lot of ground to cover. I want to share with you my full strategy and my hacks on how to use really effective targeting. So I want to make sure that you guys see me and hear me okay. My name is Bushra Azhar. I'm the founder of the Persuasion Revolution. I'm kind of a mad scientist and also mad, period, in a lot of ways. And I am doing this webinar as part of the launch of my solar launch group execution system. But this has nothing to do with what I'm selling you. Actually, there is a lot to do with what I'm selling you, but this training alone is going to benefit you hugely, even if you don't want to join me. Yes, Ali Hop. Everyone knows Ali Hop. Ali Hop is awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and share this, and then we're gonna get started. I am live. Come join. Okay. So I have spent an exuberant amount of money on Facebook ads in the last 6 months. Now, even though this is not a huge amount of money when it comes to the big guns in online business, they apparently spend like, I don't know, $100,000 per month. But for me, considering my business literally has no expenses, considering my only big expense is the Facebook ad, it seems like a really big amount of money. And I want to show you how spending that money is only as painful when you don't recover that money. So when it is going out, it is really painful. But when you see it coming back, the pain goes away. Now, when I share those numbers with you, I don't want you to freak out. I don't want you to think, oh my God, I can only get those results if I spend this kind of money. No, that's not true. You can start with $5 and turn it into $50. You can start with $100 and turn it into $500. The idea is to understand the strategy, understand the mechanics of how I do this, because I don't do it the way normal people do it. Actually, I don't do anything the way normal people do it. So I'm going to show you the way I do it and then why it works so well for me. And if you want to replicate the system, test it out. You can test it out for $5, $10, and then scale it up if it works. But don't just start dumping money in Facebook ads because people tell you that it works. It only works once you understand the formula, once you crack the strategy, and once it starts giving you back the return, and then you scale it up. Okay. Okay, let's start sharing the screen so we can jump right in and not waste any more time. Because, hey, Judy, hi, darling, hi, everyone. If you guys are joining now, Francia, I hope I'm not killing your name. Thank you, everyone. If you guys are here, please take a moment to share this with someone, because that would make me really happy. And also because I will be choosing one winner every day out of the people who shared, and I will be giving them access to one of my paid trainings. And I think that would be super useful for you. So let's get started. Okay, screen share. Screen share. And yes. Okay, so tell me if you see this picture of me doing like this and I look drunk, but I don't drink alcohol. So honestly, I'm not drunk. And it's kind of sad that I have to explain that. But if you see the screen, please let me know so that we can get started. I'm also going to be taking a look at my phone to make sure I don't miss anything. And then we are going to jump right in. Yay! Okay, my internet is kind of weird because we have the holidays have started in Saudi Arabia. I live in Saudi Arabia. The holidays have started, which means holiday unfortunately means that everyone is on the internet. It's kind of sad. Okay, I'll just look here. It's fine. Okay, you can see it. Perfect. Let's get started then. Okay, so this is the amount that I spent on Facebook ads in March. The month of March 1st to March 31st, 2017. It's 14,000 riyals. I'm in Saudi Arabia, so 14,000 riyals divided by 3.75 to get the number in US dollars. But just want to show you that this is what I spent. So it's $15,000, almost 15,000 riyals, which is almost what, like 7,000? No, not 7. Actually, it's like $5,000 probably. 5, 4 is 25. Not even 5, 4,800 probably. Okay, I messed it up right out the gate. But really, this is what I spent in March. And I'm only going to show you the last 6 months. In April, I spent $20,000 riyals, which is about $5,000, right? In May, so March, April, May. In May, I spent $26,000. The reason I'm showing you these screenshots, I could just share with you a summary. But I understand the cynicism, I understand the skepticism that comes with seeing anything online, because when you see it, you don't always know whether the person is lying or they're just pulling numbers out of their ass. And I don't want you to think that about me, because I will be heartbroken if you think that I'm one of those people. So I'm sharing these numbers with you. This is actual screenshot. This is the date stamp from my dashboard, and this is the number. This is the amount that I spent. So in May, I spent 26,000 riyals, which is about $7,000. In June, I spent 31,000 riyals, which is, again, as you can see, it is scaling up. Now, all of these months, March, April, May, June, I wasn't doing any big launches. I was doing more under the radar launches, more authority building. So I spent 31,000 riyals. In July, I spent 21,000 riyals. I scaled it back down also because it was summers and I was on vacation and I wasn't doing a lot of work. In August, which is this month, I've spent a lot of money on Facebook ads. So this is almost 70,000 riyals, which is almost $18,000. It is a lot of money. And the reason I don't want you to freak out with this amount is because I want to show you how you can recover it. So after spending all of this, I want to show you the return that I got from this. So all of this amount that I showed you, March, I spent 14,000, and then 20,000, 26, then 31, then 21, and then 69, 9,084. The ad spent in dollars is over here because, like I said, $1 is equal to 3.75 riyals. The cash that I received in that month in my Teachable account against this amount is this column, right? So if I only look at 1 month, which is which is March, the first month, I spent $3,876 in Facebook ads, and the cash that I received back in my account was $65,974. And before you guys jump on me and say, oh, these could be old sales or old transactions, no, they're not old sales and old transactions because I only moved to Teachable in February. So these are only new sales that happened on Teachable as a direct result of this ad. Now, this is the cash that I received in March, but the total revenue that I earned, total sales that I made was $249,900, which means that if I only look at the return on investment on my cash, it's like I spent $100 and I received $1,700. This is what it means. Now, this kind of return is unbelievable. This kind of return does not happen. Most people will tell you, oh, you're lucky if you spend $1 and you make $2. You should be really happy if you put $1 in ads and make $2. But what I'm going to share with you today is that is a very limited way of looking at it. And by the way, that's only my return on cash, on actual cash. If I look at my return on investment on the total revenue, on the total sales that I made, because the difference between sales and revenue, the difference between sales and cash is also paramount. Sales is your total product price into the number of units sold, whereas cash is only the amount that was received, which means that if you have payment plans, then cash is only the first payment, whereas the sale is the total amount with all the payment plans. So the thing that and this is just by evidence, because I don't want you to think that I'm pulling these numbers out of my ass. This is a screenshot from my Teachable account verifying all the numbers that I just shared with you. So 65,974. Okay, it's a little bit different. It's August is it different? No, it's the same. 75,041. So in Teachable, this is the sale. This is the cash that I received in Teachable. Now, the only amount that I want you to focus on right now is the ad spend over the last 6 months, which is 48,854. Now, this seems like a lot of money, but I want you to divide that number down to $480. Let's just say you are spending $480 instead of spending 48,854. What would that mean? That would mean that you're spending $480 and you are making how much? Basic math. Basic math. Who would tell me how much would you be making if you were getting the same return on investment that I am promising? Or not promising, I cannot promise anything, that I'm sharing with you. Takers? Yes, you will be making $3,814 just by spending $480. Now, theoretically speaking, that is true, but there are a lot of elements that constitute that. You have to have a great offer and a great page and a great ad and a great targeting, but I'm not talking about that. I'm just sharing with you this number, and I'm telling you that if that can happen at this scale, it can happen at any scale. You may not get 969% return, but even if you get 200% return, even if you get 300% return, even if you double your income, would you not want to keep doing this? Would you not want to keep putting in $100 and taking out $200? Would you not want to keep putting $100 and taking out $300 or $400 or $500 or $900? Because I know I would. Now, this does not happen overnight. This only happens if you make the right offer to the right person at the right time. The right offer to the right person at the right time. So really, there are 3 things that constitute getting this. If a Facebook ad expert or a Facebook ad ninja or anyone who's selling ads on Facebook, courses on Facebook ads, by the way, I never took a Facebook ads course. I'm completely self-taught by following YouTube ads and then actually doing the work, because there is no other way to do this, to learn this, than to actually do it. They will tell you that only if you have a great ad, you will make money. Bullshit. A great ad will only get you great clicks. But a great ad cannot make you great money, because the complete formula for making money off Facebook ads is the right offer to the right person at the right time. Unless you have all of these 3 elements in place, there is no way you can make this kind of money, or really any kind of money, with Facebook ads. And I just want you to drill that in your head. If you have one of these things wrong, let's just say you have the right offer and you're sharing it with the right people, but it's not the right time, what would happen? What would happen? They probably will sign up, but they will not show up. They probably will sign up and show up, but they probably will not buy, because it's not the right time for them. So if you can get this equation right, you have your sale. I'm just gonna stop here and emphasize how important that point is. So those of you who are telling you that all you need is a course on Facebook ads and your problems will be solved, bullshit, because that is not the problem. The problem is the fact that you have to get everything right. If you don't have everything right, I'm sorry, but you will lose money. Okay. Okay, I even see your ads outside Facebook. You're everywhere. Yes, you see my ads. You see my ads everywhere. Yes. Oh, happy Eid. Thank you, Omeda. Thank you so much. The Eid is tomorrow, and I'm excited about it. So I still need to cook. But thank you. Okay, shared. So if you agree with me or whether you're not agree with me, let me know in the comments. And also, please take a moment to share this broadcast, whether you're watching it live or you're watching it on replay. Every day, we are going to choose one winner who is going to benefit from from our generosity, we're going to choose one person who will get access to my training on how to use messenger bots for your business. This is a training that retails for $200, but we will be giving access to you for free if you choose to share this with someone, and we will be picking one winner every day, whether live or on replay, and we will be sharing it with you. Okay. Okay, let's move on. Agree with me, not agree with me? Like, what are you talking about? I love your hairstyle. It's okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, everyone. Hey, thank you, darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Live. Okay. Okay, I am going to now go back to the screen so I can show you. Okay, so who's excited about knowing what the right offer is, how to find the right person, and how to determine the right time? Who is excited to know that? Because again, the 3 elements. And again, if you just follow what I'm sharing in this training and do nothing else, never buy a Facebook ad training, never give anyone money to do anything for you on Facebook ads, and just experiment with Facebook ads, I can guarantee that you will get results. You might not get this kind of results, but you will get results. That I can say. And you don't even have to pay money to me or to anyone to do that. So just get these 3 things right: the right offer to the right person at the right time. And once you have that and you follow that strategy, you will get results from Facebook ads. And again, the reason Facebook ads are important because it's a sustainable source of traffic. Yes, you can post in Facebook groups. Yes, you can use your own audience. Yes, you can use your own contacts for traffic, but eventually it will dry out. Eventually people will start ignoring you. So the best way to keep reaching new people, keep reaching new audiences who can buy you, and keep spoiling their Tinder feed, keep showing up everyone in their face. The best way to do that is to start investing in Facebook ads. And once you have that one skill right, once you have that critical skill that allows you to put in $100 in Facebook ads and take out double, triple, 4 times, 10 times that money, you have a sustainable business, because you can keep scaling it up, or you can keep scaling it down if you're vacationing. So for example, July, I didn't spend a lot of money in Facebook ads because I was on vacation and I didn't want to spend money, and then not really, and also because I lost my credit cards. I just remember also because I lost my credit cards, my wallet was stolen in Spain, which means I didn't have any credit cards. All the credit cards got canceled, and therefore I couldn't run Facebook ads. There was also that piece of information that I did not share. Okay, so excited about this? Is everyone excited about this? Or I'm the only one who's excited about this? I'm hoping you are. I'm just going to take a sip of water. Okay, me. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Where was I? Okay. The right offer. Now, the right offer, when I say the right offer, I'm not specifically talking about what lead magnet you're creating. I'm not talking about what webinar topic you're choosing. I'm not talking about what course you're selling. In this particular context, I'm talking only about the offer that you present to them when you ask them to do something. So when someone sees your ad and you're asking them to do something, sign up for a webinar or get your free ebook or any of those things, how are you positioning it? How are you making that offer to them? Because unlike conventional knowledge, unlike conventional wisdom, the reality is that even when you're asking them to sign up for something for free, it is a transaction. There is an exchange happening. They are giving you their email address, and in exchange, you're giving them something. So because it is a transaction, there has to be an offer. And when you present that offer, a lot of that depends on how you present that offer. Now, this is not a full training on how to present your offer, how to craft your Facebook ad, how to write the copy for your Facebook ad, because again, we're limited by time constraints. But I'm going to be sharing with you a few formulas that I found to be super effective when presenting that offer. And when I mean offer, I mean to sign up for your webinar, to get your freebie, to join your group, to buy something from you, any of those ads that you run, any of that copy that you write, I recommend using some of these formulas. Now, this is not a conclusive list, but this is the list that I found to be super effective. So the first formula is using a story. So saying something like, this is how I did this. So if you have seen my ads on Sub-Zero, a Sub-Zero to Sold Out Launch series, which if you're not a part of, why are you not a part of that? You can go sign up at soldoutlaunch.com/Sub-Zero. The ads that I'm running for Sub-Zero are all story-based ads. So I'm saying, this is how I went from Sub-Zero to this, right? Or I'm saying, and in another ad, I'm using the copy where it's saying, want to know how I went from sub-zero with nothing, with all these problems, all these issues, all these so-called wrongs, and I actually made them all right, right? Another way to do that is to talk about, if you don't have that kind of a story of your own, you can actually use a success story, which I'm also doing. I'm running ads where I'm sharing case studies and I'm using a story. So they never thought it was possible till she did it. This is her story. So I'm sharing some of those case studies videos by using this copy, or the moment that changed everything, and then you go on and you tell a story. Now, the problem with most stories is, unfortunately, that they all sound the same. So you have to figure out how you're going to make your story stand out and not sound like everyone else, because everyone has the same story. And again, I don't want to point fingers. I don't want to take names. I'm not going to take names, so don't freak out. But there are people who have this. I feel like there's one story. There's some story person out there who is telling people to just tell the same story to everyone. Has the same story of being broke and penniless and out on the roads, and then they're all millionaires. It's with these cars and stuff. Everyone has the same story. I want you to break that mold. I want you to find another story that you can tell, either about your product or about yourself or about one of your success stories. But leading with a story when presenting your offer is super, super, super effective. Number 2 formula is better than the rest offers. So the way you frame your offer, the way you frame your product, the way you present your ad, the way you write the copy for your ad is all about how this is better than, how it will make them better than everything else, right? So create, I created, I had a Facebook ad for a sales page webinar. So basically the copy for the ad said, create a sales page that will eat your competitors for breakfast. So the angle that I'm using for that ad is how to be better than everyone else. Now, this may seem wrong to you. This may seem lethal to you or manipulated for you, but the reality is that human beings, they're driven. The thing that drives them most is a need to be better than everyone else. This is what drives them more than anything else. That prestige is what drives them more than anything else. So when you use something like this, they are compelled to go and take action. Then another angle could be how to leave every other, how to leave every other business coach in the dust. Or this is how your competitors are taking advantage of the industry. This is how you beat them. So again, all of these angles are where you are presenting the offer to them in a way where you tell them, take this offer, sign up this webinar, get this PDF, or buy this product, or buy this mini class, and you will be better than everyone else in your industry. And whether or not we admit it, we all want that. The next one is a big number, a big statistic. So leading with the big statistics, 82% of people have something, or 60, or something that I've used in my ads is 70-cent conversions, which I used to think was a good thing until I found out that conversions alone does not do jack shit. Honestly, if you cannot convert those conversions into sales, it's all for nothing. And another could be 50 pounds lost. So 50 pounds lost in 3 months or 6 months or something. So a big number that is a bit shocking actually works really well to get people to take action. So that's the right offer. 3 formulas for you. The right person. This is where the targeting comes in. And I want you to pay attention to this because I will be sharing with you a few hacks that are really effective in cracking the targeting for your target audience. Because you could have the best offer, you could have the best timing, but if you have the wrong person, they're not going to buy. They'll be like, who the hell are you talking? What the hell are you talking about? Who are you? Right? You don't want that. So the right person. Now, in the right person, when you go on and decide to do your targeting for your Facebook ads, I want you to decide right out the gate whether you are an absolute newbie who has never run Facebook ads or whether you're someone who already has experimented with Facebook ads. Because the way you approach the person, the way you approach your targeting, it depends on whether you're a newbie or whether you are an established business with an established track record in Facebook ads, right? So if you are a newbie, if you're just starting out and you want to hack Facebook targeting and get the person, the right person with your targeting, then the 3 ways to do that, and this is ninja stuff, and I love that. So I used to recommend a lot of research. I don't do that anymore. I just use these 3 tools: audience insights, autocomplete, and suggestions, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a bit. However, if you're a Facebook targeting oldie, by oldie, I mean no disrespect, I'm a Facebook targeting oldie. If you are a Facebook targeting oldie, which means you've experimented with Facebook ads before, then the way you target the right person is by following these 3 methods: custom audience, lookalike audience, or lookalike audience led. And I'm going to show you how to do just that. But decide that right out the gate. You can do a mix of both if you want, but really my best recommendation would be to decide which one is the best way to approach it, and then go on and do it. Now, who's excited for me to take you behind the scenes in my Power Editor so I can actually show you how to target this based on whether you're a newbie or based on whether you are an oldie? Let me know while I take a sip of water. Okay. Yay, 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 yay. Everyone is here. Okay. Live usually does stay on the page, but sometimes we pull it. I put it in the members area. So it depends on how we're thinking, how we are feeling about that week. It a lot depends on, yeah, if you catch us in a bad week, then God help you, because this might disappear. But this will be up. This will be up for at least this week. Okay. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on. Yes, Eleanor. Yes, this will be recorded. Woo, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Where was I? Here, start sharing the screen again. Okay, so this is your Power Editor. This is my Power Editor. I am going to go on in Power Editor and go in here. And once you click this, it will give you this option, Audience Insights. Go into Audience Insights. And then, so this is like your absolute newbie. You have no idea who you are. You have no idea who you should be targeting. You're like absolute newbie, right? So the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to go into Audience Insights. And then you can choose a country in here. I've chosen United States. You can put in the age in here based on who you know you're targeting. So for example, I would do, say, 20 to, I don't know, actually any age is fine, honestly. Let's just say I'll just keep it right now. I'll just keep it open. I don't want to mess this up. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is taking the most broad way of approaching your topic. So let's just say your topic is gardening, right? Just choose gardening. Now, what that would do is it will, on this side of the screen, it will populate and it will show you, okay, so out of people who are on Facebook, 70% of the people who are on Facebook and interested in gardening, 70% of those people are women and 31% are men. Okay, that alone doesn't really help us. What helps us is going to this tab called Page Likes. So when you go to this tab called Page Likes, and I am hoping it will populate super fast, this is going to tell you what these people who are interested in gardening, what are the pages that these people actually like? Because the pages that they like, you can target them with your ads. So someone who's interested in gardening actually also likes the Pioneer Woman, I also like the Pioneer Woman. So they like Pioneer Woman. They also happen to like, I don't know, Pillsbury. They also, if you go down, you will see they also happen to like Screaming Owl. They also happen to like the Boutique, the Home Goods, All Recipes, Wayfair, Coupon. All of these websites, these people really like. Now, if you want to go down, the very first thing I will do at this point is I will take these names and put them in a spreadsheet. So I will include the name of Pioneer Woman. I'll include Skinny Taste. I will include Screaming Owl, I don't know what that is. Big Lots, I don't even know what that is. But these seem to be really big pages. I will put them in a spreadsheet and have them ready to use for my targeting. Then you could also go into each one of these. So you could actually go on and say, okay, so let's just say I want to see the people who, okay, no, that opened the wrong page, sorry. So now what I want to do is I also want to go on and see where these people mostly live, right? So I know that the top country that they live in, it's United States, but then I want to see where they live within United States. I can also get that information. So now we're targeting people who live in United States and are interested in gardening, and we're trying to figure out where they live in the United States, right? Then I want to see what these people do online. So I found out that they clicked 33 ads, average 33 ads in the last 30 days. which means that they're active with ads. It's not like they're opposed to ads. These people are used to seeing ads and they're used to clicking ads. They're also used to liking pages, which is a good sign, right? It means that this is an audience that is used to engaging with ads and liking ads and clicking them and engaging and probably also buying them, right? Now let's look at purchase to know if they actually buy. Woo, excellent. So we know that retail spending is 49%, of these people spend a lot of money. And when it comes to online purchases, it's still a good number. So medium, 41% spend money on online purchases. Now, when you go down, this is even better news, because what they're spending money on is household products. They're spending money on health and beauty. They're spending money on subscription services. So what you know, let's just say you have gardening supplies company. Now this is good news, because you know that they're spending 44% of the selected audience is actually spending money on household products. But if you were selling a business course, for example, then you'd be, it's only 0.5%. So I'm not really sure. Right? So this gives a really good information. Let's take another example. Let's pull this down and take a person. So let's just say Tony Robbins. Completely different market, right? So you've taken Tony Robbins. First of all, let's look at pages liked. So if someone is interested in Tony Robbins, let's just say you are selling something that is related to Tony Robbins and you want to see people who are interested in Tony Robbins. What do they like? They also like Super Soul. They like Nick Ortner. They like Ashley Braguru. They like Gary Vaynerchuk. They like all of these pages. Make them, add them to your list. Darren Hardy, Tim Ferriss, John Astroff, Damon John, Les Brown, Jack Canfield. Great pages, excellent pages for you to target. Put them to your list so you can start targeting them, right? So this is the first way to do that, audience insights. Now, let me show you the second way to target them. So let's just say we took Tony Robbins. Now go into Power Editor. Yes, I want to leave this. Go into Power Editor, if it will let me go. And I will just try and, so I will just go into this ad set. I'm just randomly taking an ad set. Okay. So right now I'm running this ad set to my warm audience. Right now I'm running it to people who have, in the last 30 days, people who have watched my videos. But what if I want to also use interest targeting? What if I'm just starting from scratch and I don't have an existing audience? Then I will go here in this section that says detailed targeting, and I will add Tony Robbins, right? If it would, Tony Robbins. Now, the moment I get Tony Robbins, this is where the magic comes in. I love this. Click this button called suggestions, and it will show you other people like Tony Robbins. Who knows best what is the right person to target? If someone is interested in Tony Robbins, if you're looking for similar people like Tony Robbins, then Facebook is telling you who these people are. Another way to do that is, so that's the suggestion tip. Another way to do that is to do what I said before. Oh, I don't even know how to spell gardening. Gardening, right? So gardening. Now you could also see all these suggestions, home and garden, Gary Vaynerchuk, I don't know why he keeps coming up. But there's another hack, gardening, and then put something like a letter, any letter. Now it will give you more tips. Gardening tips. Now let me put M. Gardening mama. Gardening mama. I can target gardening mama. Or gardening, sustainable gardening. Or another letter, B, for example. Gardening, butterfly gardening. So this autocomplete feature is so beautiful because it allows you to target all of these things that we never thought we should be targeting. So all you have to do is just know your overall subject matter, or just one page that your ideal buyer is interested in. Just know that one page, and then Facebook will take care of everything else. Isn't that a beauty? Please tell me you're as amazed by this as I am, because I am super amazed by this. I love this tool. I've stopped doing anything else. You don't need anyone's Facebook ads course. You don't need anything at all. All you need is for someone to, that's it. Yes. Oh my God, I know. Thank you, Linka. Hi, darling. Thank you so much. This looks new to me. It doesn't. Okay, that's when Sabbath Bushra comes out. Okay. Okay. One massive battle. Okay, so tell me how exciting you are finding this, because seriously, with this, you don't need to do anything else. You can use it to validate your market. All you have to do is just know one thing. All you have to do is just know one page that your people are interested in, just one topic that they're interested in, and then that's it. So even though I would like to think I've spent a lot of money on Facebook ads, I'm an advanced, seasoned Facebook ads spender, even though I still go and use this to get new pages to target. Because once you have those, it is an unlimited supply of pages to target. And that's why I said the reason it is so sustainable, the reason I love Facebook ads so much is because it gives you an unlimited supply of people to target. You will never run out. You don't have to worry about people kicking you out of your Facebook group, or you don't have to worry about bombarding your email list, because you have an unlimited supply of people to target. You have an unlimited supply of people, pages, targets to target. And Facebook will tell you, because it is to the benefit of Facebook that you spend money on Facebook. They like it. They love it when you make money. Seriously. Okay. Now, I'm also going to take a moment here and tell you again, if you're watching this live or in the replay, please take a moment to share this, because I know this is useful. I know this is super, super useful. And when I move to the next section, you'll find it even more useful. So please go on and share this with someone. Every day, people who share this broadcast, every day I'm going to choose one of those people and share one of my bonus trainings with you for absolutely free. So please go on and do it. I just bribed you, but that's fine. Okay. Now, let's look at the next thing, because that is the thing that you need to worry about, the right time. And this is where my biggest gripe with Facebook ads comes in. If you've never gotten great results with Facebook ads, and when I say great results, I don't just mean conversions. I know a lot of people who say, oh, my landing page converts at 98%. I'm getting conversions for 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents. That doesn't mean anything. Because all that I'm saying is, all you're telling me is that you got someone to give you their email address. But you can't take an email address to the bank. You can buy food with an email address. What you need is cold hard cash. So my question to you is, if you have had no conversions with Facebook ads, or you've run Facebook ads and had conversions but not sales, or you've never run Facebook ads, my recommendation to you would be to listen to the next section super closely, because your perception of how you should be approaching Facebook ads is forever going to change. Now, I should say before I start that every single Facebook ad guru out there disagrees with me. Period. I don't even need to go further and say this. They all disagree with me. And the reason they disagree with me is because it seems like too much work. But let me ask you this. What is Facebook ad? What is Facebook? Is Facebook a marketplace, or is Facebook a social media outlet? It's a social media community, a social media place where people hang out to spy on their exes or to follow up on friends, or just post things about their life, pretending that they have this really nice life and honestly, their life sucks. But really, it is not a marketplace. So if we know and agree that Facebook in itself is not a marketplace, then how can we, in all fairness, in all integrity, how can we be telling people that the best way to get results from Facebook ads is to start bombarding people with ads to cold audience? How can we do that? It does not make sense psychologically. It does not make sense to my sensibilities. It doesn't make sense to me in any way. So everyone disagrees with me, but I'm here to tell you that if you are going to show up in my timeline, and it happens to me, I get so many people all the time who will just randomly target me. I've never seen you. I've never heard you. I don't even like you. I don't like many people, most people. I've never seen or heard from you. And the first time you show up in my newsfeed, you come with asking me to give me your email address. I am not going to be happy. And you are going to leave a bitter taste in my mouth. That is why people don't get conversions. That is why their ads don't work. Because the first time they show up in someone's newsfeed, they show up with a plea for an email or a plea for an offer. My recommendation to you would be to first show up in people's newsfeed. The first time you show up in someone's newsfeed, you show up as just another social interaction. Just this one small psychological shift is forever going to change the way you do business. So the first ad that you should be running, the very first time you show up in someone's newsfeed, run this type of ad, which is a seduction and brand recognition ad. So the whole idea behind running a seduction and brand recognition ad is for you to become a familiar face in people's newsfeed. Because the more we see someone, the more we like someone. This is psychology. Don't even bother arguing me on this one. The more we see someone, the more we like someone. It's called the mere exposure effect. Familiarity breeds likability. Because when you become a familiar face in their newsfeed, and when they actually do see you offering something, they don't feel violated. They don't feel like you invaded their social media place. You showed up and did something other than just selling to them, other than just asking them to opt in, right? So this is the first type of ad you should be running, and I will show you examples. Don't freak out. The second type of ad that you should be running should be authority building ads. So now that you've get them to see you and like you and see the human side of you, now you should be running authority building article ads where you want to use the power of Facebook to establish yourself as a subject matter expert, where you will be sharing wisdom about your subject matter with those people. You're still not coming right out and saying, sign up for my webinar, buy my thing, but you're building authority. And simultaneously also run video ads. These are under 2-minute videos that are meant to seed the idea of your product in the minds of your potential buyers. So you're still not coming out and saying, sign up for my webinar, but you are seeding the idea of the webinar or the product in their minds. So you're doing all of this, but you're doing this after you have seduced them and get them to see you as a familiar feed in their newsfeed. Now, after you've done that, now you run opt-in ads. Now you start running opt-in ads where you ask people to sign up to your email list so you can put them in a launch funnel, AKA sell to them. But see, when that happens after you've done all of those things. Now, you don't need to spend thousands of dollars to get to the opt-in aid stage. All you have to do is to spend some money, some effort, even if it is something as simple as $5 per post, just to get yourself out there, just to warm up the audience, just to get them to see you and trust you and like you before you bombard them with an opt-in ad. And the last type of ad that you should be running, and if you're not running this, everything else that you're doing before, it makes no sense. The last type of ad that you should be running is the retargeting ads, which means that if someone goes to your opt-in page or someone goes to your sales page and they leave without taking the action that you want them to take, without opting in or without buying from you, you need to bring them back and you need to remind them why they should come back and do what you wanted them to do. Unless you run these 5 types of ads, and again, if you have $100 to spend, what I would do is I would spend $5, $10 on the first, $5, $10 on the second, $5, $10. I will spend the bulk of my money on my opt-in ads, but I will run the first 3 types of ads before I run the opt-in ad. This strategy has served me massively well. And I want to show you a few examples of these ads. So for example, this ad that you see, the mere exposure effect, this ad actually ran as a video ad. As you can see, I'm not asking them to do anything. They can watch the entire video, the entire lesson, everything within Facebook. They don't need to click through, enter their email, anything. They get the full lesson in here. And then I'm saying, if you need any help with remaining top of mind for your market, etc., go check out my website. I'm just saying, go check out my website. That's it. Another one example here is I am an anomaly, which, by the way, was shared 20 times and 125 likes, so it did really well. And basically, it's just me sharing the human side of me. That's it. This is another example, 69 comments and 327 likes. Again, I'm not asking them to do anything. I'm not asking them to sign up for my webinar. I'm just sharing something about my business, about my life, about how I've done what I've done. So the next one that you see here, 743 likes and 126 comments. Now, I think this was in a group, so I cannot verify whether it was an ad. I think it was in a group. This was like 2015, I think. Yeah, 2014, yes, 2015, yeah, I think, or early 2016. So I don't remember where it was, but still, it did really well. Sorry, this is another example. Both of these ads did really well. Both of these posts did really well. I'm not asking them to buy anything. I'm not asking them to sign up for anything. They're all seduction and brand recognition ads. This is also an example. The one that you see on the left, it never got boosted because I was using some wrong word, some bad word in the ad, so it did not run. But without even running it as an ad, it got 13 shares and 109 likes, even without running it as an ad. Imagine if I'd run it as an ad, how well it would do. The one that you see on the right is authority building, right? So I'm just sharing this. I'm just telling them, go check out this blog post. I'm building my authority. So what I want to show here with you is when the first thing that you do with this is what happens. So you're running videos, you're running posts, you are running video ads, you're sharing your post. All you're doing is warming up your audience. And this is, it's really cheap to run these. So I spent on these videos, I spent less than a cent per view, with a daily budget of 60 riyals, which is what, $15, right? But the idea is to do this, to warm these people up before you actually make that offer to them. So these are just examples of some of my videos. This is now where the opt-in ad comes in. So after I've done all of that, after I've run seduction, brand recognition, authority building, video, now I am sharing with them opt-in ads, right? And this is why when I run an opt-in ad, this is why I can get conversions like this. This is why I can get conversions this is 1.09 riyal per conversion, 2.2 riyal per conversion. This is like 50 cents, 70 cents per conversion. The reason I get these is because I've done that whole work. And also now with these conversions, now they've been seduced by me. Now they've seen my human side. Now they've seen me as an expert. Now they've seen me giving tips in a video. Now when they sign up, they're far more likely to buy than if I'd only shown up with an opt-in and then expected them to sign up and then buy, right? That warming up, the priming, the teasing, the connection, that human element, it happened, and that's why it allowed me to get such great results. So once I've done that, the last type of ad that I wanted to share with you is the retargeting ad, right? So remember we said, if someone goes to your page, goes to your sales page, and then leaves without buying, you run retargeting ads. And these are two examples of retargeting ads that I run. And they convert really well, like this kind of well. So imagine selling a $29 conversion, $29 product for 1.84 riyal, which is 50 cents. But that can only happen if I have done all the other work that I just talked about. I cannot show this kind of ad to cold audience who've never seen me, never heard from me, no idea who I am. I cannot expect them to convert at this price point. They can only convert at this price point if they have seen and heard from me. So I want to know from you if you agree with this strategy, if as a Facebook user, if you prefer this versus being bombarded with Facebook ads from people that you've never seen, never heard, have no idea who they are, and just show up in your newsfeed and try to violate your experience. Which one do you prefer as a user? Don't just think of yourself as a business owner. Think of yourself as a user. Which one do you prefer? Okay. So yes, this is definitely going in. How long do you run these ads for? I run these ads throughout because I'm launching throughout. But if I'm not launching throughout, if I'm, for example, sold out launch. So for example, for sold out launch, I started running these ads a week before I opened the cart. So I only started running these for a week before I opened the cart, but they're still running. They're still ongoing because the launch is super long this time. So it depends on how long your launch is. It depends on how far in advance you want to do this, how long your launch period is. But if you spend like 1 week on seduction, brand recognition, and videos, and then you go into opt-in, that would be good. If you can do 2 weeks, it's even better, right? Okay. Excellent. I prefer your approach. Excellent. Thank you, Sandra. You're right. I'm the victim of seduction ads. Now I don't know why I like you so much and tune into your life. Thank you, Gwen. You're 100% right. Hey, thank you, Mansi. But that makes sense. It makes sense. How do you track the ROI on the seduced to get your ads against the tracking? Okay, so this is a very interesting question. I don't track ROI. Catherine, I don't track ROI on a specific ad, but I track ROI on the total month. So I know, for example, that in the month of August, I spent $18,000 on Facebook ads, and directly from those ads, I made about $75,000, right? So that's it. That's all I want to know. And yes, a lot of those sales came from my email list. totally. I'm sure they came from my email list, but they would not have acted if I had not targeted them from different elements. If you only target people from an email list and you don't do ads, you don't show up in their newsfeed, you don't show up on Tinder, or you don't show up on their apps, or you don't show up on Instagram, then how likely are they to take action? It is not very likely. So the way I do this is I run these ads, and then I also supplement them with email to my list. So they see an email from me, then they see me on Instagram, then they see me on Tinder, then they see me on Facebook, and they're like, why are you everywhere? And I tell them, that's because I want you to buy from me. Okay. Does this work for service providers? Actually, it completely works for service providers. It works beautifully for service providers because the only difference is the offer that you make at the end of your webinar, the offer that you make at the end of your freebie. That's the only difference. Everything else, the entire process, everything else remains the same. So why is it not staying in my ear? Oh, this is because I'm sweating. Okay. Okay, now a disclaimer, a really important disclaimer, and I have to give that disclaimer right out the gate. And this disclaimer is that this seems super simple. This seems like this is all you need to do. You just need to run ads and that's it. But really, a lot also depends on your offer. If you don't have the right offer, if let's just say you're a service provider and you are going to offer them a service package, if you don't structure your service package in a way that makes people say, oh my God, take my money, or you don't structure your course in a way, or you don't present it, or you don't pitch it in a way which makes people go, oh my God, I want this every single day, then it's all for waste. You could be running the great ads, seduction and brand recognition and everything, but when it comes time to pitch your offer and your offer sucks, then nothing else matters. It also, a big element to that also is what kind of landing page you're using, what kind of copy you're using on your landing page, what kind of offer you're presenting to the person in that moment, right? So that without that, oh, thank you so much, people who are sharing this. I'm also going to say this again one more time before I jump into the last part of this presentation. If you're watching this live or whether you're watching this on replay, please take a moment to share this. I will really appreciate this. This is also a shameless bribe that comes with sharing this, but I would like you to share it regardless, just because you like me, not because I'm bribing you. Maybe that too, but just share it. Dang it! It's super useful. Go on and share it. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Now I want to, so like I said at the beginning, and I will say this again, even though it is about ads, even though it is about using the right offer to the right person at the right time, if you have a great offer, it will sell. And if you have a shitty offer, honestly, all the seduction and the brand recognition, what it will do is it will get you fans, it will get you people who are interested and who will sign up to your webinars, who will show up, they're cheerleaders, they are in your community, but they will never buy from you. And to avoid that, we want to make sure that we make the right offer to the right person at the right time, but we also do it in a way that literally leaves no objection for anyone. And that's where I want to take you to the last part of your presentation, last part of my presentation, because what if you could have that? What if you could come up with or refine an online program idea or a service package that people are desperate to buy, and then find customers who want to buy it even before you go ahead and create it? So it's not just about Facebook ads, but about the whole cycle of buying, getting the right person and getting the right offer to the right person at the right time. What if you could create products that not only sell like hotcakes, but actually deliver value? There's a very specific system to get this done, and you can get this done quickly. When I say quickly, I mean in less than 48 hours. What if you could set up all pages needed to set up your entire launch? And there are only 5 pages, and I can actually give you all 5, the copy, the design, the whole shebang. Because again, you could have the best ad, you could be getting super cheap clicks, but if you're sending them to a shitty landing page, then everything is lost because they're not going to give you their email address. And if they don't give you their email address, how are you going to approach them to get them to buy? Also, to how to drive high quality, targeted, free and paid traffic to your sales page, so you get key sales coming on repeat, and then put it all together in a profitable, sustainable and replicable system with all the tools, the technology, the coaching, the support, incentives, and the accountability that you need. And I want to, at this moment, introduce you to the Sold Out Launch Group Execution System. This is all about hacking your buyer's brain to create, launch, and sell out your products, your services, your offers, your anything. Yeah, not your stinky underwear, but literally anything. And the idea behind doing this is to do it in a way that literally leaves it objection proof, to get people to say yes, even if they feel like they're not really ready, even if they feel like, I've done this all before, but really to get them to say yes. We have module 1, which is all about offer and plan. Because like I said, if you have a great offer, then this whole system is going to get you to spend $100 and make $500, $600, $700. But if you don't have a great offer, then everything else basically, it's not going to work. And at the end of this module, the first module of Sold Out Launch, you will have complete clarity on what type of product you should be selling and how to stack your launches for maximum revenue. Even if you have no idea where to start, or you have an idea, but you want to scale it to 5 figures, 6 figures, or 7 figures. Because really, there are times when you have an idea, but you're not really sure whether, how do I take it to 5 or 6 or 7 figures, right? You also know how to create a unique selling proposition that will not only make you stand out in a crowded industry, but also makes your launch stand out when everyone is launching. So incidentally, I'm doing a launch program right now when a big launch guru that everyone is affiliating for is also launching a launch program. But that does not affect me, because the way I show up and my unique selling proposition for Sold Out Launch, it is not affected one bit by the other launch program, because I know how to set myself apart. And that is why a unique selling proposition is important. In module 2, we set up your launch assets. And like I said, all 5 pages that you need for your launch: plug and play templates, the opt-in page that converts at 50% plus, and a sales page that makes people dream, drool, and buy. We're giving you the copy, we're giving you the design, and we're giving you the actual website with these launch pages. You will also have all your launch emails done, because if they are not, your emails are not done, then what will happen is you will attract a lot of freebie hunters. You will get people who will get on your email list, but they never really buy, because you never use the right email to move them from a buyer status from a subscriber status to a buyer status. And these are copy and paste templates that you can use in your launch. You will also get examples, swipe files, worksheets, training videos, and more, so that you will never have to stare at a blank screen ever again. In the traffic module, which is related to this very training, I'm going to show you how to create an instant frenzy of likes, comments, and shares for anything you share online, because you tap on to their deepest, darkest desires. You will be able to drive unlimited, highly targeted traffic to your launch. We'll talk about pixels, audiences, all the tech gibberish that scares you. And we'll also, by the way, be talking about free social media tools. Module 4 is all about the product creation, the actual product creation, where I'm going to show you my system on how to create your own course, your product, your masterclass, your mini course in under 48 hours. Then we will also show you how to create beautiful worksheets, guides, and printables for your program in under 2 hours. It is all meant for speed. My mantra in business is money loves speed. And the best way to get all of this out is to do it fast. Launch ugly, launch fast, because money loves speed. Module 5, the last module, is where I am going to show you, take all the pieces, pull them together, and finally press start on that launch. This is where rubber meets the road, and this is where you get to win. I'll give you the complete framework, template, and step-by-step process for your webinar, so you can see how to transition from teaching to pitching and create an insistent urge to buy while people are still live. We also have a shit ton of bonuses. So the first bonus is an actual launch website. We're giving you an actual launch website. It's a full pre-designed launch website, plus membership site, plus free hosting for a year, with all the pages pre-designed. You just need to plug, you don't even need to plug them. We plug them for you on a server of our own, so you get free hosting on a SiteGround server, which in itself is like the gold standard for web hosting. And you get it all as part of the Sold Out Launch Group execution system. Bonus 2. Sorry, before I get into bonus 2, this is the kind of websites that you get. So this is the kind of sales page that you get. This is the kind of thank you page that you get. These are all my pages. This is your members area. This is where what the members area looks like. This is what the lesson area looks like in your membership site that comes with the Sold Out Launch Group execution system. In bonus 2, I'm going to give you a graphics bonus. We're going to give you a full library of customizable launch templates. So how to create your social media graphics. And you can actually do all of your launch graphics in under 3 hours. Branded pictures, website headers, Facebook cover photos, Facebook ads, marketing materials, checklists, PDFs, all of that is a part of your graphics library. And this is the kind of graphics that you get. The same person who works on my graphics, the same designer who works on my graphics is the one who has developed this graphics bundle for you. Bonus 3 is where we have created custom-made meditation and motivation bundle for you people to use while you launch. And bonus number 4 is we're going to give you 100 pre-written social media updates that you can use to generate buzz around your launch. Because yeah, who has time to write social media posts when you can actually use the ones that are pre-written? And we plan to switch them up every year. So the ones that you see right now, they're only going to be valid. They're only going to be used for this year. And the next year, we will add 100 new at no extra cost to you. Bonus 5 is functional behavioral bonus, where you get a chance to be featured in 3 emails that go out to my email list, where I will be featuring your launch, your product to my email list of 41,000 people. It says 38,000 here, but now the list is 41,000. 41,000 people and my group of 17,000 people. No one does that. No one opens their own email list to their students, but I want to, because I want you to get exposure to my list. And if they want what you are, what you're selling, why not? Let them buy from you. I'm not scared of competition. You also get lifetime access to Sold Out Launch community, which is a private Facebook community where you can tag me, tag your coaches, ask us any questions. You also get a graduation bonus, which is, again, I don't know anyone who offers something like this. It's called the golden ticket. And this is the biggest incentive of joining Sold Out Launch. If you launch and make money within 12 months of joining Sold Out Launch, you get the golden ticket. And with the golden ticket, you get access to every single digital program I create as long as I'm in business. Now, I create 3 to 4 new programs every year. So imagine the value of the golden ticket. As long as I'm in business, every new digital program I create, except one-on-one events, masterminds, etc., you get access to them for free. All you have to do is to launch and make money within 12 months. This alone is going to get so many people launching and making money. I can guarantee that. You also get a ton of business boosting masterclasses. You also get faculty interviews with people like Joanna Webb, Laura Balgray, Selena Sue, and Jill Stanton. But that is not all. I sound like a sleazeball. But you also have the Sisterhood of Disappearing bonuses. And these were, by the way, supposed to disappear 2 weeks ago, but then we had a tech glitch, so they're still here. The first one is 3 months with Sold Out Launch follow-through coaches. So we have follow-through coaches who are going to be your boo-boo kissers, your hand-holders in the group. You will have 6 group coaching calls with them. You will ask them any question that you want. You can tag them, you can ask them, you can inbox them, you can drive them crazy with your questions, because I want to make sure you get all the support that you need to get launched. Disappearing bonus number 2 is 48-hour launchathons. There are 3 live rounds of 48-hour launchathons where we are going to work together on our launches for 48 hours. The first one will go down in the first week of October, first week of November, and then the first week of December. 3 rounds where you have unlimited access to me and my brain for 48 hours. People who joined these launchathons actually create and launch their programs within the 48 hours. That's the beauty of these launchathons. And the last bonus is my Bushra's Brain Bump, where you get 6 live group calls with me, where you can get my feedback on anything. I can revise your copy, I can tear down your strategy, I can give you Facebook feedback on your ads, I can even give your pitch a makeover. Anything that you want, I will be there to do that for you in these live calls. So really, if I was to quickly go through this, all of these bonuses that I just shared with you, the total value is 27,000. And when I say this 27,000, it sounds like I'm following a script. But really, if you were to hire a designer, a copywriter, an email copywriter, and a coach, and accountability and mastermind, and then have a call with me, which I don't even do calls anymore. I don't even work. The only way to work with me is through this system. Then the total value would be this much. But the good thing is, I'm not charging you this much. I'm not even charging you a quarter of this much, but I'm giving you 10x more value, more impact, and more results. But there is a catch. You can only get this super no-brainer price within the next few hours, because you have a unique timer attached to you. So when you go check out the sales page, which Tara will drop the link to in the comments, you should know that that timer, the moment it hits 0, this early bird price goes away for you. So you wanna make sure you enter and get a chance to join Sold Out Launch before the timer hits 0. So if you are someone who's working offline and want to work online, or you work one-on-one and want to go to one-to-many, or whether you're a coach, consultant, service provider, or you have an idea but no plan, or you have passion but no idea, or you have someone who's a complete newbie, this is going to work for you. But it's not going to work for you if you're not good at following instructions, if you're not good at being in a community, if you like to whine and complain, or if you don't like my face, because you will be seeing a lot of my face. So just a reminder to not fall for the flashy things. Demand evidence, because so many people out there are putting golden paint on a pile of poop and calling it a golden nugget. That does not make it a golden nugget. It's still a pile of poop and it still sinks. So please demand evidence. And this is the evidence for Sold Out Launch Group Execution System. Any name that you see in Sold Out Launch community, you have my full permission to email them, ask them anything you want about Sold Out Launch, and I can guarantee that they will come back with glowing recommendations, because I know the heart and the effort that I've put into this system. We have a 92% completion rate, which is unheard of. Even university courses don't have 92% completion rate. We have a 46% launch rate. We have a 22% repeat launch rate and 11% five-figure launch rate. This system works. Olivia joined Sold Out Launch within the first month. First launch, she made $25,000. Khani joined Sold Out Launch with a list of 300 people. She sold 44 spots to those 300 people. Julia had an $8,000 launch without even creating the product. First product, and she made $8,000. Kathy, who made $19,200 with no online products, no website, and no clue about Facebook ads, and she killed it with Facebook ads because she followed the system. Jonathan, who had a $50,000 launch with his very first launch. This is Louisa. She had an $800,000 launch and cut her ad spend in half. So before Sold Out Launch, she was getting conversions for like $6, $7, $8. After Sold Out Launch, she started getting conversions for $2, $3. And she had an $800,000 launch. Jen Scalia added 190 new members to her membership site in 2 weeks following the Sold Out Launch Group Execution System. Shonali leveraged her offline expertise. She was working offline. She leveraged it into a 5-figure launch online when she implemented the system. So if you try to piece everything together on your own, like I said before, you will need a website designer, a sales page, copywriter, email copywriter, Facebook ad expert, website template, membership plugin, graphic designer, launch strategist, webinar expert, coach, mastermind accountability system, and someone to kick your behind. And you still will have no guarantee that it will work. With Sold Out Launch system, if you implement even half of what is inside Sold Out Launch, you will be launched and you will have your first sale, because we have a 46% launch rate. If you implement slightly more than half, you will recover your investment with your first launch, because we have a 22% repeat launch rate. If you implement it all, you will be like Kathy or Elp or Rai or Yulia or Prerna or Jonathan or all of these people that I shared with you, because we have an 11% 5-figure launch rate. So this is your chance. You can go check it out. The link is here. The link is in the comments. It's bit.ly/solfast. Please keep in mind that there is a unique timer attached to you. When you click through that link and you see the timer, if the timer is already at 0, then you have missed your opportunity. You will not be able to get in at 12 payments of $299. The only way for you to get in for 12 payments of $299 is if you act before the timer hits 0. Once it hits 0, the price goes up to $399, and that means it is not coming back. You should also know, and this is really important, so I will emphasize this, one of the disappearing bonuses, I'm not telling you which one of the disappearing bonuses is disappearing on Sunday. So on Sunday, which is in 2 days, one of these disappearing bonuses is going to go away. I'm not telling you which one, but one of these is going to go away. So if you want to make sure you get them all without losing any of the bonuses, you gotta act right now. Because A, you have a timer that is ticking, and if it goes to 0, your chance of joining for 12 payments of $299 goes away. But also, if you wait too long and one of the disappearing bonuses goes away, then basically you lose. Why would you pay extra money for less things? It doesn't make any sense, right? So another thing that you should know is Like I said before, you can access module 1 instantly. You can start using it within the next 60 seconds. You can start seeing results immediately. We also should mention that this comes with 30 days, no questions asked guarantee, because I know the system works. I know in my heart and my bones, in my DNA that the system works, but you don't. So I want to give you that opportunity to go check it out, take it for a test ride on my risk. Don't take any risk. Go test it out on my risk. And if you don't find it to be the absolute best system you've ever come across, absolute best course, absolute best community, come back to me. We will issue a refund, literally 0 questions asked. I'm not going to ask you to prove that you did the work. I'm not going to ask you to prove that you're the right fit. No, I'm not going to act holier than thou. I will give you a refund because I want you to test the system out and see if it works, because I know it works. I know in my heart and in my bone that it works, but I want you to test it out. So like I said, just one catch. There's a unique timer attached to you. Creepy, I know, but essential. So make sure you only get access to that $1,200 discount for a few more hours or a few more days. I don't know what the timer is. But once the timer on this page hits 0, you will never be able to join at this point. So if you're still skeptical, I have a lot of evidence. Go check out the sales page so you can actually see all the evidence that I just shared with you. Now, I just want to take a moment here and thank everyone for joining me for this Facebook Live. I went a little bit over 1 hour and I apologize for that. I know that your time is essential and I apologize once again for the mix-up in the timings. I'm really, really sorry for sending a wrong reminder and the wrong email and then all the wrongness that happened. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for those of you who have joined me. If you want to experiment with Facebook ads, you have a strategy now that you know works, that speaks to you, that ethically makes sense. Psychologically, it makes sense to you. And I know that this will be beneficial to you. But also, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I got it already. I'm late to the party, but share. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you so much. I love this. Yay, thank you, Lynn. Thank you so much. Thank you, Paula, for sharing it. Thank you, Donna. Are you running Instagram ads? I'm using Instagram as a placement from Facebook. So I'm running Instagram ads through Facebook. Yes, but it is included as part of my Facebook ad budget that I just shared. Thank you so much, everyone. Such a pretty picture. I don't know. You are indeed my desert angel and you're awesome too. Thank you, Ramos. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone who is joining in. If you enjoy this, if you like this, if you found this to be of value, please take a moment to share this broadcast with someone who can benefit. And just a reminder to you that this one of the disappearing bonuses is going to disappear on Sunday. If you want to make sure that you get all the disappearing bonuses and none of those disappear for you, then please either pray that something goes wrong in my launch, because it already happened. This disappearing bonus was supposed to disappear 2 weeks ago. And then something happened. I broke so many things this launch, I don't even want to talk about it. But just please make sure that you join Sold Out Launch. We will not be able to entertain you. If you come after you've missed the deadline and ask us to give you the bonuses, we will not be able to entertain that. I also want to take this moment to tell you something really exciting that I should have shared at the beginning. But yesterday I made an offer in my group where I said, if anyone wants to donate to Hurricane Harvey relief, I will give them access to Sold Out Launch for free if they donate a certain amount of money to Hurricane Harvey. And we ended up donating almost $20,000. So next time you think that, oh, I'm just an individual, I'm just a human, I can't really make a change in the world. Yes, you can. You can make a change in the world just by making that one small post. This one post, no ad, no email, nothing, just that one small post. We ended up raising $20,000 for Hurricane Harvey relief. And if you think that, if you have ambitions, if you have any dreams, or if you have any plans to change the world with your business or with whatever you're trying to do, then this is the right path for you. Start your business, whether you do it with me or you do it with someone else, but don't wait any longer, because the more you grow, the more community you have, the more impact you have, the more influence you have, and the more money you have, the more you can help out people who really need us. Really, they really, really, really do. So thank you so much, everyone who donated that and everyone who became a part of Sold Out Launch through giving a donation. I really appreciate you. I'm honored to have you. And I'm just grateful for the chance to do this. And I'm just grateful that you decided to take me up on that offer. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said in the beginning, if you want to join, this is your chance, because once this chance goes away, then it goes away. And I don't want it to go away. I want you to be with me. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Alanka. You are a lovely, lovely person. Virtual hug, even though you don't like people. Actually, I like you. I really like her. You're such a blob of awesomeness. I really like you, and I hugged you in person, so I'm, I can verify that you're really yummy to hug as well. Let's not, I think this is getting weird, so we should just stop. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I will see you soon, and apologies once again for the time mess up. I will talk to you soon. I cannot promise when, because we have our Eid tomorrow, and it's a vacation, and it's a religious thing as well, so I probably will not be live, but I will send you a few reminders before the disappearing bonuses go away. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.